Hello beautiful ones, Joseph here. So today we're talking about acne. That was red paint on my face, by the way, lovely people. It wasn't acne. I haven't got acne. I used to have really bad acne in my teens, 20s and even into my 30s. People can even have it for all of their lives. It's incredibly disfiguring and it can really knock your confidence and alter your body image as well. And as I say, self-esteem issues. And your body, your whole body image can be really affected just by a spot or spots on your face. So what is acne actually? It is a medical term which basically encompasses all of the different forms of acne you can have. It is a condition whereby the oil in the skin gets trapped beneath dead skin cells which aren't sloughing off quickly enough. They're not exfoliating quickly enough. The dead skin cells and the oil then form a plug on top of your pore, and the oil obviously continues to be produced. Sebum, it's called, the oil on the face. I'll write it down here for those of you who are interested. Some of you might not care, but you know, acne is a big issue. So camera's wobbling. Stop wobbling, camera, please. Yeah, so there's a build-up of oil underneath this plug of oil and oxidized oil and skin cells, and this obviously gets bigger and bigger, and then it gets infected, hence the red raised bumps on the skin. And then obviously you get your whiteheads, the plug of skin cells and sebum, which are blocking the pore, oxidize because they're exposed to air, thus turning black, forming blackheads. It's a really nasty condition, horrible condition, and there aren't that many effective treatments for acne. There are some. Benzoyl peroxide I've tried, which bleaches anything it touches. So if you're wearing dark clothes and you put benzoyl peroxide on the clothes, or you wipe your face accidentally or whatever, it will bleach your clothes. There's salicylic acid treatments. They're my preferred treatments, and that's what helped me. My partner Ross had very bad acne as well, and he used zinc. That was anything that cured his acne. He even had minocycline, which is an antibiotic. That's another arm of treatments. Yeah, so there's also the retinoids as well. So you've got tretinoin, isotretinoin, retin A in other words. These work to help skin to hasten or speed up the exfoliation process, so that the skin's not having time to sit around on the skin surface, clog the pores, and thus cause the blackheads, which then go on and cause spots or pimples. It's a nasty business, horrible business. There's no cure for acne, by the way. There are treatments for it, very effective treatments, and it can be treated, but there's nothing which can cure acne. As I say, I have had acne since I was in my teens, and that's actually what started me with my obsession with skincare. Yeah, I was trying to find a really effective treatment, and to this day, I'm nearly 50, so that's 35 years, 36, 34 years. I've been searching for the holy grail of, or the silver bullet, if you like, for spots, pimples, and I still haven't found it. So, and I've tried everything on my skin. I lived in Thailand for a time in the late 1990s, and there you can buy most prescription skin treatments over the counter in Thailand, and I bought isotretinoin gel, retinoids, and all they do is they just made my skin much more worse. You know, they cause the inflammation to come up, and so I have a treatment, lovely people, which might work, it might not work. I noticed that I had a spot forming on my neck about a week ago, and I applied some of this treatment to it, and the spot never developed. So it could work, but then again, it might not. I don't believe in giving false promises. But what you'll need if you want to make this treatment is, of course, your acacia powder. You will also require dispersible aspirin, and you will also require a bag of niacinamide or pure vitamin B3. Now, vitamin B3 is in quite a few existing acne treatments because vitamin B3 or niacinamide or nicotinamide, as it's also known, works as a very potent anti-inflammatory agent, therefore reducing the redness of the spots or the whole areas of acne, so on and so forth. And it can also exfoliate the skin as well in a very gentle manner. Hence its addition to quite a few anti-acne formulations. There aren't that many skin treatments out there that combine salicylic acid with niacinamide. They tend to be standalone treatments. This treatment we're going to make today, I'm going to show you how to make today, combines niacinamide and the salicylic acid, which we'll get from the aspirin. Aspirin is better suited for acneic or acne-prone skins because it's far more gentle than pure salicylic acid. Salicylic acid can dry the skin incredibly badly, which then the skin tries to compensate by pumping out more oil, obviously. So then that makes a vicious circle. The whole thing goes round and round, and we're back to where we started. So it just seems ridiculous to me. Do you know what I mean? That no one's come up with a cure for acne yet. This isn't a cure for acne, which I'm going to show you today. It could help, and by all means, I pray to goodness that it does help. Even if it helps one person, then I've made a difference. The acacia gum or powder, this is also known as gum arabic. It's one of my favourite ingredients. I've got it on now on my acacia serum. I don't know whether you can tell. It basically acts to put a seal on the oil, so you're not the oil's not pumping out of your skin. If you've got teenage hormonal skin, then it might not work, but certainly for more mature acne sufferers, this could help. Again, I'm not saying it definitely will help, but, you know, at the end of the day, if you try it and it doesn't work, you haven't lost loads and loads of money, have you? This bag cost me £3.95, and that's 100 grams in there. This one costs niacinamide or nicotinamide, sorry, wrong way around. Nicotinamide, as it's also known, is also available. It's one of the more expensive ingredients. I think I paid £7 or £8 for that, possibly $10 US. And of course, cheap as chips, dispersible aspirin. So, and you'll need your bottle and your jug and your water, so on and so forth. So let's make the serum or the skin treat. I'm going to call this one the skin clearing treatment. Let's dive in and make it, and then we can always discuss afterwards ways to use it, or potentially other things we could add to make it more effective. But should we dive into the tutorial, guys? Let's do it. Right, guys, what you'll need is 2 bowls, one clean, one with 100 ml of warm tap water in. That's because it helps to disperse the dispersible aspirin far quicker than just plain cold water. So into the 100 ml of warm tap water, I am popping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dispersible aspirin, giving us about a 1% solution of salicylic acid in there, if my maths are right. I could be wrong. Anyway, that's all going to start to dissolve far quicker than if it was cold tap water. Give that a little stir, young man. That's it. Lovely. And it starts to go quite cloudy. This is not a crystal clear formula in the end. Right, tap that spoon. That's it. Give it a quick wipe. Just done that. Do you notice I wipe my fingers on my trousers quite a lot? Right, in goes the nicotinamide powder. This is the anti-inflammatory, so this is going to help to take the redness away from the acne. At the same time, the aspirin and the salicylic acid will unclog the pores and help to slough the dead skin cells which are hanging around on your skin surface, and thus clogging pores. So into the aspirin solution, I'm adding about 2 tablespoonfuls of niacinamide or nicotinamide or vitamin B3 powder, giving that a nice stir. It's gone even cloudier now. Now the formula, as I say, isn't crystal clear, but it's got so much goodness in it and so many acne fighting ingredients that We don't need a clear formula, do we? Right, gum arabic powder. This, as I said before, forms like an invisible shield over the acne, thus preventing any bacteria from entering and also helping to disperse the oil. So into the clean jug, I'm adding 1.5 tablespoonfuls of gum arabic or acacia powder. And so into this, I am pouring the aspirin solution, just showing you that that is the powder in there. That's our aspirin and niacinamide solution. Niacinamide and nicotinamide can be used interchangeably. It's vitamin B3. So just giving that another stir just to make sure the lumps have gone out. So, yep, thank you, Joseph. That's very handy. So that's all going to be pouring the aspirin and niacinamide into the gum arabic powder. Give that a stir. There shouldn't be many lumps in this. And that's it, guys. I hope this treatment works for you. It's worked for me. Going to keep my fingers crossed, and please let me know whether you find it effective or not. So that's how to make the anti-acne skin clearing treatment. So in order to make a truly effective anti-acne treatment, we needed to cover 3 things. We needed a potent anti-inflammatory to take the redness down, which is in there. That's a niacinamide. 2, we needed to be able to find some way of exfoliating the skin in an ultra gentle way without inflaming it and making the situation 1,000 times worse. That's what the aspirin's doing in the formula. And thirdly, we needed to use some kind of a way of dispersing the oil or controlling the oil, and that's what the acacia powder is doing or the gum arabic, in other words. Now, you can alter the amount of all of the ingredients. There's only 3 or 4 ingredients, including water, gone into the formula. So no preservatives. It's as pure as tap water, I suppose, really. You can alter the ingredients. So if you feel that 5 aspirin are too much, then reduce it to 2 or 3. Again, if you want more of a serumy sort of texture, this is a lotion or a fluid. Don't know if you can see. I'll put some on in a minute. By all means, you know, up the amount of acacia powder from 1.5 tablespoonfuls to 2 or even 3. It won't clump, and it certainly won't go thick like the acacia serum, because I believe that something in that stopping the acacia serum from thickening up too much. It might be the aspirin, who knows? Right, so let's put some on, guys, shall we? I have just cleaned my face, so I'm going to apply 1, 2, 3 or 4 drops of that one. Let's add it to the forehead. It doesn't sting like most acne treatments do, because they're loaded with alcohol generally, aren't they? Whereas this is an alcohol-free formula. It's very gentle. That feels nice. That does feel nice. Doesn't have any smell at all. And I think it's quite important to say that it doesn't sting when you first put it on your skin. You know, a lot of these anti-acne treatments are very, very aggressive. I believe firmly that in order to treat acne effectively, you need to be very gentle and approach it from a different angle. So use it once a night, twice a day, however much you want to. It is gentle enough to use twice a day until your acne starts to clear up. Please, goodness, it works for some of you. I just really, really hope it does. That would make all of this hard work worthwhile. That's what this channel is all about, is teaching you how to make your own effective skincare products that work, basically. Because let's face it, a lot of the big beauty brand stuff just doesn't work, does it? So about applying it to the acneic areas, say like I had a patch of acne here, it's fine to put some drops in your palm of your hand, tap on there, apply to individual spots. That's what I did on my neck when I had that spot the other day. That didn't turn into a spot in the end, and I believe it's because of the acacia powder and the aspirin and the nicotinamide in skin clearing formulation. So as always, guys, please let me know what you think of this formula. If you're going to make it, then let me know how you got on and whether it made a difference to your skin or your condition or your acne. As I say, I pray that it does. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We're all about making our own skincare here at a fraction of the price of big beauty brands will charge. And yeah, if you've got a friend who you think would benefit from making their own skincare or cosmetics, share this video with them. Don't forget to like or subscribe. All right, guys, lots of love. Take care.